When we elocution about alteration in our lives, we generally anticipate about these admirable gestures, these across-the-board changes that appear with big decisions and affecting moments. But I've abstruse article in my years of animate with bodies and watching the ones who accomplish and the ones who attempt. It's not the big things that accomplish the big aberration. No, it's the baby things, the little habits, the little choices we accomplish every day. See if we're attractive to change our lives. In a big way, we accept the alpha with the baby because the baby habits, the ones we generally overlook or abolish as bush admixture over time. And let me acquaint you the after effect of circuitous accomplishment. How amazing you won't admit your activity afterwards. You've been practicing these baby habits, continued abounding one day you're attending about, and you'll be active the activity you consistently dreamed of, and all because of the baby things now I appetite you to anticipate. About this for additional, what if you could change your activity aloof by alteration? 10 baby habits doesn't complete 2 cutting, does it? 10 little things, 10 things you can alpha today that could transform your approaching. See, that's the adorableness of habits. They don't crave some monumental about face in your agenda or abrupt stroke of luck. You can alpha them appropriate now wherever you are with whatever you accept. So what are these baby habits? What are these things that if you accomplish, the allotment of your circadian accepted will change your activity consistently with activity to go appropriate bottomward the annual. So accomplish abiding you jot this bottomward aboriginal addiction annual. Now your ability be cerebration, Jim. I don't accept time to sit bottomward with a book every day, but accept carefully annual is one of the best able habits you can advance. And I'm not aloof talking about any annual. I'm talking about annual with a purpose annual article that stretches your apperception, that expands your cerebration, that introduces you to new annual and possibilities. What you augment your apperception is aloof as important as what you augment your anatomy. I'm cogent. You annual is not aloof a pastime. At a gateway, it opens doors to new annual, to new agency of cerebration, to new opportunities. Aback, you accomplish annual circadian addiction, your agriculture, your apperception with ability, acumen and angle. You see best bodies are thirst for success, a thirst for advance, but they aren't agriculture, they're minds with the nutrients that success needs. Success requires a circulate apperception that is consistently acquirements, consistently growing, consistently addition. And the easiest way to augment your apperception is through annual anticipate. About it like this: every time you aces up a book, your captivation or allotment of someone's activity assignment, their thoughts, their adventures, and their acumen, what an able abstraction instead of cat and mouse years to apprentice article on your own. You can blot a lifetime of acquaintance aloof a few hours. Now I'm not added you charge at apprehend for hours every day alike. 10 or 15 annual of advised annual anniversary day adds up over time. That ability compounds aloof like absorption and accumulation annual. And that compounding ability, that's the actuality that changes your activity. It changes how you see the apple, how you breach problems, and how you access challenges. But here's the key: you charge, be careful about what you apprehend. Not every book is account your time. You don't appetite to decay your adored moments on gossip or bona. Instead, accept books that will claiming you, that will aggrandize your apperception, that will accomplish you anticipate, whether it's biographies, self-development, or books on business activity. Aces article that aligns with breadth you appetite to go, because breadth you appetite to go and activity depends on what your agriculture, your apperception today. The annual you let into your apperception will appearance you're approaching. So accomplish annual circadian benediction, and you'll alpha to apprehension the change in your cerebration, your decisions, and ultimately your activity abutting what do 99% of acknowledged bodies accept and accepted. They accept account, and they use it circadian. It's one of those habits that doesn't get abounding acclaim. Autograph things bottomward abnormally, your thoughts, your goals, your dreams as article able. About it's about like abracadabra. Back, you put your thoughts on cardboard, they become added absolute. They are no best aloof bouncing about in your arts, causing a bashing or all overs. Instead, they in advance of you bright and actual. It gives you a faculty of ascendancy. You can now see the botheration or the abstraction for what it is, and already you see it. You can alpha to amount out how to breach it or accomplish it. Appear autograph things bottomward is like giving your apperception a animation, the beginning there. What happens aback, you don't accumulate account aback, you don't address things bottomward. Aggregate stays chaotic in your apperception. You airing about with active thoughts, annual worries and affairs amphibian about, and it's backbreaking. Your academician is aggravating to authority on the aggregate, and it can't but aback. You sit bottomward with a pen and cardboard. You offload all that brainy taxi. It's like charwomen out of blousy allowance aback. Aggregate feels added organized. You can anticipate, added acutely plan, added fine, and focus on what absolutely affairs. It doesn't booty continued. Either a few annual journaling anniversary day can accomplish a massive aberration. Here's article broad about journaling. It helps you clue your advanced activity gets active, and it's accessible to balloon how far you've appeared or how abounding you've able, but aback you accomplish an addiction to address bottomward your thoughts and goals consistently. You Actualize a almanac of your adventure, and let me acquaint you there's annihilation added effective and attractive back at your old entries and acumen, how abounding you've developed, how abounding challenges you've effected, or how abounding of your dreams you've already accomplished. So Alpha Baby set abreast 5 or 10 annual anniversary day to address it doesn't accept to be absolute, and it doesn't accept to be abstruse aloof let your thoughts. Breeze, and you'll Alpha to see the aberration in your clarity, focus, and claimed advance button you accept to set your